I think for me also is trying to figure out when's the best time to take the LSAT. I've taken it plenty of times across a 5 year span. And now with the new rules that the LSAT has about, how many times that you can take it, I just want to make sure that I'm at a place that I'm ready. I feel confident. And when I take it that one time, it's the only time.
Understood. Yeah. Okay. So what target test are you considering right now?
I'm kind of looking at next year. I'm not looking to take it right away just because I'm currently doing my doctorate. I'm graduating in July, and I want to be able to dedicate the appropriate timeline to go through each part of the test piece by piece. And in knowing that LSAT Flex is going to go into 2022, at least I hope, it'll reduce less pressure to kind of take the test knowing that I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, definitely. And so I've got some good news for you. LSAC made an announcement last week about the LSAT continuing online. So they're not calling it the LSAT Flex after June, but it still will be pretty much the same, except they're adding in one unscored experimental section. You won't know which one it is on test day. They're adding that in starting in August. So it'll be one section longer, but it'll still be online at home. You'll get a break between sections 2 and 3. And so I hope that reduces some of the anxiety around the format changing more drastically than that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think my curiosity would kind of be what were the variables that were into play for the experimental section to be added now, since things have been kind of consistent since the pandemic began?
Yeah, well, I think, and LSAC probably won't say too much more about this, but my guess is that is a pretty reasonable one, I think, which is that they need a way to test out future questions. The LSAT actually, for the majority of its history, they would always give an experimental section. What we've had with the Flex since COVID began is basically the unique situation to not have an experimental section. I think that was basically, they didn't want to make the test too long because they didn't want to allow a bathroom break. But now with 4 sections, human body has limitations. They want to give people the bathroom break. And so they're adding in, they need to add the experimental section because they've only got so many tests in the bank. They need to be able to develop new questions, and experimentals, administering those is part of that process. But speaking now in February, you're talking about taking the LSAT next year. I just want to acknowledge you for that decision, because so many people want to knock this out in just a couple of months when it really is important enough that it warrants more time, considering how big a factor it is in the admissions process. So I'm glad you're taking it slow. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.